Well, hello, everybody. So we got Connie in here. I've been running around so much this morning and today, it's unreal. I was going to get dressed a little bit better and I didn't have time. Oh, I hear little buddy at the door. Are you hungry? Huh? Let me get him some food. Y'all to know he'd show up just as soon as I go live. Come on, you know it's back this way. Get your bowl out of here. You got your can of food. There you go. So he'll eat his food while we talk, I guess. And there's Gladys. April Flowers. Hello, April. How you ladies doing today? I'm on a break right now. Me too. I wished I could have got up to my allergy doctor the other day instead of going to my regular doctor here. Because even though he gave me he gave me a shot and he gave me some more nasal spray, it's cleared up somewhat, but I still got this cough going on like crazy. I coughed most of the night last night. And there's Anna's Mobile Home Life. Hello, Anna. How are you? Try to turn sideways so y'all can keep an eye on little buddy. Yeah, I keep getting notifications to go vertical when I go live. Uh, they say that way they can use it in shorts and some other stuff for advertising. So it wouldn't let me turn it back to horizontal the first time I tried it. So this time I just left it. I said, just let it go vertical. Oh, I want to show you in the background. You see I've got 3 pots of mums. There's 2 yellow pots of mums, and the one in the middle is a burgundy color. Those are another subscriber that sent me those. They came this morning. And I got a humidifier. It's kind of neat. You put water in it and plug it in. So I haven't tried it yet, but I will. It might help with my allergies and my coughing and stuff. I don't know. And then I got candles. I've got 2 candles back here at the mums, if you can see them. And they're remote control. Watch this. Well, the other one's not coming on. There, now both of them are on. Isn't that neat? Remote control, battery operated candles. That's really neat, I think. And they were all from a anonymous subscriber. And I also got this, it's a garden trellis. I haven't put it together yet. But it's shaped kind of like a bird cage, like that. That's a picture of it put together. And it actually has a little bird to put on the top of it. Isn't that neat? That came this morning as well, but I don't know who sent this. My anonymous subscriber said that they did not send this. So I'm not sure who sent it yet. And I don't think I ordered it. Hi, Mardell. How are you? There's got April, Connie, Gladys, Mardell. I'm glad y'all could show up. Yeah, I thought that was really neat. I got mums to plant in my garden. I got 2 remote control battery operated candles, my humidifier, and a garden trellis. I guess it would work best for like a tomato cage. So whenever I get that together. And I may not put it together till the spring until I plant more tomatoes, because I really don't have a tomato to put in it right now. So, and this is not the time of year to plant a tomato. So, and you know, I was going to relax after my live was over yesterday and sit down and just watch a movie. I stayed on the computer from after I ended my live until I went to bed last night. Well, Gladys, thank you. I'm glad everybody loves me. There's Boulder City. Hey, how are you? I probably shouldn't have shown all that so quick in case other people came in, but oh well. I've already showed it now. You know, I was keeping up with the flooding that's going on in New York. And the first thing I thought about when I saw the flooding, I thought it wasn't real, because I've never known New York to flood like that. And when I realized it was real, the first thing that entered my mind was, oh my God, my brother. And I almost, you know, forgot that he'd moved to Tucson, Arizona, but he used to live in New York. And there, the very last time he lived in New York, he lived in a basement apartment. So, you know, that basement apartment that he had was flooded. I'm glad he wasn't there living in it at the time. I'm glad he'd already moved to Tucson, Arizona. And you know, the Twin Towers was the same way. I was sitting at my desk at work in Fort Worth for this advertising company. We just got to work, clocked in at 7:30, sat down at our desk, started getting into our daily routine of calling customers and setting up their advertising displays and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, somebody came in and they say, "Hey, y'all, have you heard the news? Have you been listening? They hit the Twin Towers in New York." We said, "What are you talking about?" And then our manager came in and he said that he wasn't sure right then. He was waiting to hear from the main office, but he felt sure that we were going home early because planes had just hit one of the towers. The second one hadn't hit yet. And while we were waiting to hear about whether we were going home or not, because they didn't know what was going on, you know, they didn't know if that was attack from another country starting a war with us or what was going to take place. And before we got the word to go home, they said, "Oh my God, another plane hit the second tower." And one of my first thoughts was, "Oh my God, my brother," because he worked for IBM and they had their office like almost on the top floor of one of the towers. I don't remember which tower it was, but he had just retired a few years before that. The company, he didn't want to retire, but the company come through and said, we're asking that all the people that have been here long enough to retire to go ahead and take their retirement so we can move the newer people in, the younger people. Well, my brother and a bunch of other ones, of course, they were upset. They did not want to do it, but they offered them a per diem and full pension, everything, and basically told them, yes, they had to retire. So they went ahead and retired. And that right there I know what saved my brother's life, or he would have been working in the tower for IBM when those planes hit, and he never would have come out. Let me let little buddy out. It looks like he's through eating. He's waiting at the door. Yeah, and at that time, all we knew was all we knew was the fact that planes had hit the tower, both towers, and they were on fire. And finally they got word from the main office in Arlington to tell everybody in the office to go home, lock the office down. Because we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know if the whole United States was under attack or what the deal was. So they sent everybody home. I guess all the offices closed that day. And of course, I listened to part of it on the radio coming home. And then I started watching it on TV after I got home. And I was so thankful that my brother had taken an early retirement and wasn't there. Because, I don't know of but maybe one person that was even on the 91st floor of one of the towers that even made it out alive. And she had just got to her office, sat down, was working. A painter, I think she was. And she didn't know what was going on. All of a sudden, something hit the building. Stuff shattered. There was debris flying everywhere. She didn't know what was going on. And then she saw smoke. And the first thing that entered her mind was a fire. So she started looking for the nearest exit, emergency exit. She found one and started her way down. She came down 91 flights of stairs to safety that day. And she did not realize the shape that the building was in. Either one of the buildings were in at the time, till after she got out. So I just, I know God works in mysterious ways, and I think that was his way of making sure that my brother was out of harm's way that day. And there's Slim Twiggy. Hello, Slim. How are you? You missed me showing my gifts. I got a humidifier that I'll use in my bedroom probably. I've got candles behind me, the remote control. If I can get them to come back on, I just turned them off. And with the candles, I've got 3 pots of mums, 2 yellow and 1 burgundy to put in the yard. And that was all from a anonymous subscriber. And then I got the it's a garden trellis that I've got to put together, but that's a picture of it. And it has a bird that you put on the top of it. Well, the bird's on the other side. But there's the bird that goes on the top. So I don't know who sent that one. There was no name in the box. No one has let me know they sent anything. So it was like Christmas, you know, getting mums and getting candles and a humidifier. And then after that, this morning, the bird of the tomato trellis showed up. And like I said, I don't know who that was from. It's not from the anonymous subscriber, because I asked them by message if they did send that too, and they said no. So I don't know who sent that. I guess I'll have to find out. I mean, I don't think I ordered it. I don't remember ever ordering it. In fact, I know I didn't. But yeah, God works in mysterious ways. That was his way of making sure that my brother was not in that building when those planes hit. And that was another way that he was not in that basement apartment when New York flooded this past week. Because he had already left New York and went to Tucson, Arizona to live. So he was out of that apartment. But you know, any basement apartment up there was bound to be flooded. It had to be. Everything he owned would have been underwater. So it was a good thing he was not there. I thought it was Slim Twiggy's son that was sick. Was Slim Twiggy sick as well, Gladys? Okay, April, we'll see you later. Before you leave, let me ask a question. I don't know what it would be. Because I was going to do seed giveaways today. Oh, let's see. What color shirt did I wear in the live last night or yesterday? Jody said she's green. Okay. I got green on today. It wasn't green. Black. Gladys got it. I think I did have on my black one, didn't I? No, wait a minute. I had on purple. I know I had purple on in one and I had black on. Let me look to make sure. Y'all just hold on a second. Because I didn't write it down. I had the green one on in the chicken video. Chicken. Wait a minute. If I can find it. I think I had a black one on in the live. I'm not sure if I can find it. It's almost black. It's a navy blue is what it was. And Boulder City got that. It was a Dallas Cowboy shirt, and it was a navy blue. So was Boulder City the only one that guessed that? Annie Watson said the Dallas Cowboy. Now, I don't. Well, you know what? To be fair, because it was a Dallas Cowboy shirt and it was navy blue. So I'm going to put Boulder City. And Annie. And I think I've already got Annie's address. Yeah. I've got Annie's address already, I think. Boulder City, get my email address. It's hauserlinda49@gmail.com. Send me your mailing address and your actual name with the address so I can send you some seeds. And I'm not sure if it'll be flower seeds or vegetable seeds, or it may be a combination of both. But that's the best way I know to do that, because it was a Dallas Cowboy shirt and it was navy blue, so they both win. I think that's fair. We all win. Paper maker. Yeah, I remember you from last night. I was looking back on some of the. Okay, Boulder City, I'll get your address and I'll send you out some seeds. Well, I don't have any more walking onions. I've already planted all of those I had, and I gave some away on one of my giveaways, so I don't have any walking onions to give away. And there's Farm Wife, Rhonda Wash, hello. I'll do another giveaway before the end of the live to make it fair, because we just had one and we've only been live for 22 minutes, so you said you just got your notification. Well, I went live at 3, so we've been live for about 23 minutes now. PJ's Gathering Place, hello. Glad you could make it. I'm going to learn in my lives to wait later on down in the live, to mention any of the things that I got in the mail and do a giveaway, so I'll give time for people to get in here. I just jumped the gun and go ahead and get into it, and then I realized, well, I should have waited, because there might be a few more people wanting to come in. But yeah, I've been telling everybody that I got 3 pots of mums delivered this morning. I got Two remote control battery operated candles back here behind me on the counter. Right there, I just turned the candles off and turn them back on. And then I got a humidifier. And I got a garden trellis. And I got the paper torn. But that's a picture of it. I haven't put it together yet. And it's got a bird that goes on top of it. And like I was telling them, I might wait till next summer to put that up, because you actually are to put a tomato plant in, growing in it. And I don't have a tomato to plant this time of year, so. It's 1:30 in Nevada, and the weather's super cool. It's 92 here right now. So that's a lot cooler than 109, but still at 92 it's hot. I'm making sweet and sour meatballs and rice for supper, and look at me go, cornbread. Are you making a video with it, Slim Twiggy? I know you said you were going to do one of making cornbread, but I didn't know if it was going to be what you're making tonight. Well, hello, Michelle Worrell. How are you? Yes, you are. Okay. Will it be live, or are you just going to video it? You are? Okay. Well, I might get in on that. I want to see what you make. Unless I end up videoing something myself at the same time. But if I video anything, it's probably not going to be live. This is my live for today. There's Susan Williams. Hello, Susan. How are you? Michelle Worrell. Jerry. Hello, Jerry. 91 there where Jerry is. Rhonda, hello. I just put butterfly pork chops with barbecue sauce in the oven. That sounds good. I was thinking about barbecued pork chops the other day. What did I cook? Well, for lunch today, I had cooked broccoli. I had corn on the cob, and I had fish fillet. The kind of fish that's already breaded and you get frozen in a package. I popped those in the oven, and that's what I had for lunch today. But I didn't video it. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do my next video on. I got to thinking I probably should have videoed what I cooked for lunch, but it wasn't a big deal. I just put frozen stuff in the oven and cooked it, and I put my broccoli in a covered bowl in the microwave and cooked my broccoli in there. And I cooked my corn the same way, but I've already done a video on how I cook my corn in the microwave. So you don't have to put it in a pot of water. It tastes better when you don't put it in water. PJ's Gathering Place. Hello, PJ. How are you? Susan, you say you do not microwave. Why not? Why would you not microwave? You just don't like a microwave, or you cook but you don't microwave? There's a lot of things I cook in the microwave. I'm fixing chicken enchiladas. That sounds good. Boulder City, I'm the one that had the jar lids that stunk. It done me. Submerge them in coffee grounds. I'll see what happens. Well, I found out that if you put them in boiling hot water, pour some baking soda in that water, and throw your lids in there and leave them for an hour, couple of hours, and then just take them out and put them out in the sun and leave them in the sun for a while to dry out, that the smell would be gone. It's really not in a bun, it's just kind of twisted over. But I know I've never really had a problem of, because I've used a lot of pickle jars and their lids to recan stuff in, and I've never had a problem with it smelling, having a real strong pickle smell. Because once I put mine in boiling water and sterilize them, usually the smell is gone. But I did find out from somebody, I don't remember who, that if you put baking soda in your hot water, that you put those lids in, that it helps deodorize them, gets that smell out. Yeah, it's not going to hurt to try it. Because baking soda is always good to put a box in your refrigerator, have the box open, and it absorbs all the smells in your refrigerator. So every time you open your refrigerator door, you don't have that strong food smell coming out. I keep a box in my refrigerator all the time. Slim, how's your son today? Is he doing any better? I think you said he had been sick the other day. Passed away a week ago, and those were the favorite. So we decided we would make them for this special event. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Holiday, you made it. Welcome. He's better, okay. Yeah, because I remember you saying he didn't feel good, he was sick, and then yesterday he still wasn't completely well. Mardell, didn't you forget you about Elvis Presley waiting for Christmas? I don't know what that's all about. Hi, Martha. How are you? Or Martha Medina. How are you today? Holiday, Jerry. Bobo's barking at his new neighbors. Connie says, I have known my neighbors my whole life, 58 years, so they are my family too. Oh, I know what you mean. Growing up in the town I grew up in, North Carolina, we had neighbors on either side of us and across the street from us. And, I basically knew them my whole life, so they were almost like family. Gladys is starting with her wiggle wiggle. I am extremely thirsty today for some reason. Oh my goodness, you got 2 large potbelly pigs coming up in your yard? They're not the wild hogs, are they? I know my son has got the wild hogs coming up into his yard, and they're just rooting up his yard. They're causing a lot of problems. He said they're not going to be there long if he ever sees them, because he's going to shoot them. But those wild hogs breed so fast. They encourage people here in Texas to go in some areas and just shoot all they want, because they want to get rid of them. They breed so fast, they end up in residential areas, and they root up people's yards, destroy their yard. Yeah, that's the way I did too, Susan. I love sitting around with the older people and just listening to the stories they would tell. Well, my son shot one. He was a really big one. He shot him and just ended up digging a hole and burying him. He said, Mom, I was going to butcher that thing, but I tried cutting him open, and he said, that thing smelt so bad, there's no way I'd ever eat it. So he said, I just ended up digging a hole and I buried that sucker. Well, it's going to be when I can get rid of this cough. It's not going to be cool to try to start singing and start coughing my head off, so. Well, that's good if they're just keeping your lawn mowed for you, but they usually root up stuff. They'll root up your plants, your flowers. They cause a lot of destruction, at least these wild hogs do. Yeah, it's good meat. I mean, it's just like the tame hogs that you raise. You just have to know, you don't want one that's too big, because then the meat's not good. And I think the one that my son shot was a really big one, a really old one. He said the best thing I could do with that is shoot him and bury him. Well, not across the street, they're not, because the house is already built. They got grass in, so that's settled down. But now to the right of me over here, past my lot, my empty lot that I've got, a realtor has bought that lot that's adjoining mine, and they're getting ready to put a house there to sell. So I'm just dreading the fact that they're going to be bringing in backhoes and everything, just pushing off that lot. And they're going to be stirring up a lot of dust for quite a while till they get it all situated, get the house built, and get grass in. I do have trees between me and them, and underbrush, and that'll help some. But still, that dust will get to my house. I'm too close for it not to. Said, I had a horrible experience today. I went to Arby's, and there was a man, if you could call him that, no more than a monster. and his little girl who was maybe 6 and mom, and he was absolutely awful. Oh my goodness. Well, what was he doing, Susan? Yeah, but they don't water down the dirt because they didn't even have water turned on the lot yet. They didn't have access to water. So I don't know how they'll do over here. I think the trucks that were over there the other day was putting a water meter in back behind the lot because the water meters run down the center of the block. And I think they were installing the water meter and a line leading out from it. Yeah, I was wondering if she ate any of that cinnamon bread she baked last night. It looked good, but I know that was rich. But I bet it was real good. Yes, Mardell, I am. We're still on water restrictions. They told us we were, it would be over in July, and now they're saying October. So this is the 1st of October. We'll see what happens this month. Just talking horrible to the little girl, threatening to take her food and throw it away and spank her when she asked for fries. He wouldn't let her have them because she said no earlier. Oh, that was bad. He was being mean. She didn't send any of us any, Gladys. That probably doesn't hurt your allergies at all. Go out in the evening and early morning. Well, the only problem is if they stir up the dust, it's going to be in the air no matter what time of the day it is. I was always a softie when my kids were involved. If it didn't matter if I was punishing them for something they did or said or what. Most of the time, if they asked for something to eat, if I took them out anywhere, they got it. She took his nice big fries and dipped them in ketchup right in front of her and then got mad that she wanted one. I just prayed for her, so sad. Maybe the Lord would change his heart. Oh my God. And I've seen so many examples of that, something like that happen in these restaurants or fast food places. And a bystander will see what's going on. And in some instances, I've seen them actually, in that case, they would have went to the counter, bought an order of fries, and went over there and gave it to that child. And probably dared the daddy to say or do anything about it. I know you want to say something nowadays about stuff that you see going on, but you never know if you should say anything or not. Because you don't know what that man's reaction would have been. Well, I would have said to that man that I couldn't take you anywhere. Because I think I would have rather taken the child with me to get something to eat and let him stay home. But that was being mean, knowing that she wanted fries, and he deliberately sat there in front of her, making a point of him dipping his own fries in the ketchup and eating them right in front of him. That was just downright mean, I think. Yep, there's other ways to deal with discipline and stuff like that. Yeah, I remember that. What would you do? She had a small fry order that he wouldn't let her have. That was terrible. That's just a form of child abuse, I think, when you do something like that. Well, I wonder what didn't the mom say or do anything about it? She just went along with her husband, I guess. Yeah, mental abuse is usually worse than physical abuse because that mental abuse plays with your mind and you don't usually get over all the mental abuse. And that little girl's not going to forget what he's done and has done and been doing. Yeah, in that case, the mother was probably afraid to say or do anything. Yep, some of them are control freaks. But if she did something, that was wrong, and he might have told her to do something and she said no, he could discipline her in a different way, not to keep food away from her. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I know, like, some parents will, like, if they're being punished, they'll send them to bed without dinner that night or something to that effect, and I wouldn't do that. I mean, there's other ways to deal with children without depriving them of their food. The Dane, or hello, I don't know who you are. I think that's the first time I've seen you. Greetings from Denmark. Well, hello. Glad to have you. We were talking about child abuse and what Susan Proctor said she saw in a restaurant she was in. I know, isn't that terrible, Boulder City? And on YouTube, I've come across some of these actual trials where parents have literally starved infants to death, or like put them in a swing or a seat, put them in a room, shut the door and forgot they were there, never fed them, never changed them, never bathed them until they starved to death, and they're on trial for it. They need to put those parents under the jail. Those two parents should never see the light of day again. Even better, they should lock them up in a cell, throw the key away, and don't give them nothing. Don't give them a drink of water. Don't give them food. Don't give them nothing. Just let them sit there just like they let that child sit there till that child starved to death. That's exactly what needs to be done with them. I don't remember the channels. There's a lot of different court cases that come up on YouTube. Some are relatively recent cases. Some are maybe a year old, or some maybe the people have been arrested and they've been in jail waiting trial till now. And every once in a while I'll catch one that catches my eye and I'll watch it. But that broke my heart when I watched this one of that little baby. These parents had this little baby. They put it in one of those little remote swings that you have. And my son used to love his little swing. But they put it in the one of the back bedrooms, the baby in that swing. The window was covered with a blanket or something, so light didn't even come in. And they put him in the room because they said he kept crying and he wouldn't stop. And they didn't want to hear him cry anymore. So they put him in this back bedroom and just left him there. They didn't feed him. They didn't change him. They didn't wash him. Didn't bathe him. Didn't even give him a drink of water. The poor baby starved to death. Now, I have no sympathy for people like that. Yeah, it's sad for the baby, the innocent child that dies because parents are just evil. Oh, wow. 9-year-old was taken from a campground. I get Amber Alerts on my phone all the time. Sometimes I get 2 or 3 Amber Alerts a day where a child has been abducted. And sometimes, a lot of times, it's by one of the parents. Maybe the parents are separated and one has the child, and maybe for some reason they're not letting the other parent see the child, and that other parent will finally kidnap their own child. It happens across Texas all the time. Marcel, did you see my teeth? Gladys, how is anyone going to see your teeth? What teeth are you talking about? You lost me. Wow. Yeah, I have no sympathy for child abusers, especially these that do an infant the way that couple did their own child. Just put him in a room, leave him in his little swing, never change his diaper, never bathe him, never feed him, just leave him there till he dies. I mean, that is just... There is nothing the court could do to those parents that would be enough. Linda, the one Slim Twiggy has? Oh, I don't know. You worked with abused kids. That was really great. 13 years working with children in Eastern Kentucky. Eastern Kentucky Child Care Coalition. Well, good for you. Boulder City. What do they take to the land we hold? Yeah, they should take the parents to the landfill. PJ's son and family live in Peoria. Is that near you? You know, though, it's got to the place, though, where prisons are protecting those criminals, the child abusers. Instead of putting them in a general population, they'll put them in solitary. They'll put them in their own cell privately. They go eat privately. They go shower privately to keep them away from the other population of the prison, because they know that those prisoners will kill them. And I don't think that's right. They should put them in there in the general population just like all the rest of them and let them fight for themselves. They didn't give that child a chance. A little infant sitting in a little swing that can't even walk. What chance did that child have? I don't think either one of the parents should be protected, even if they're in prison. Over repeat offenders. I know they don't have a right to be protected. After what they've done and they've been found guilty, sent to prison, they should be right there with the rest of them. Let them fight, defend themselves. They didn't give that little child chance to defend itself. Exactly. One less mouth to feed, and it doesn't cost the taxpayers to keep them there. I guess that might sound harsh, but hey, it was harsh what they did to that baby too. Yeah, I've watched some of these trials even where these shooters go in and shoot people, literally for no reason. And sometimes they get 25 to life with the possibility of parole after so many years or whatever. I don't think they should ever get a chance of parole. If they killed someone, they cold-bloodedly took a gun and shot somebody else, especially multiple people, they should never get a chance to be paroled out of jail. They should get life in prison or the death penalty, to my way of thinking. I mean, if you start sending killers to jail and they get out on parole after 20 years, that's almost like slapping their hand pretty hard and telling them not to do it again. I wouldn't give them a chance to do it again. Whose birthday is? Oh, Ruby? I didn't see a Ruby in here. Where's Ruby? Don't get me started on the way our prison system had become a soft practice space and criminal. I know it. I don't like to get started on it either, because I start getting upset because I don't like any of it. Oh, happy birthday to Michelle's son. I heard from my brother in Tucson. He messaged me this morning, and he said his wife Barbara, who still lives in New York, but she's several stories up in the apartment building they live in. So even though the streets are flooded, she's not flooded. She just probably doesn't want to get out in it. But she said there was water everywhere in Brooklyn where she's at. And he used to live in that basement apartment. And he said, I know that apartment was flooded. I said, well, I thought about that, and I said, I was so glad that you weren't there anymore. Yeah, happy birthday to your son, Michelle. How old is he today? The storms, the hurricanes and everything that went through, they got so much rain so fast, there was nowhere for it to go. The whole state is flooded, basically. New York, Manhattan, Brooklyn, New Jersey. The subways are flooded, so they're closed down, or they were. I used to live in New York when I was small, but I don't remember it ever being flooded like that. And I don't remember in all my adult years ever remember New York City being flooded like that. Yeah, they've had a lot of storms up around New York in that way, plus the hurricanes that have started coming through is what caused the flooding. It just rained so hard for so long, so fast, that there was just nowhere for the water to go. My son brought me an angel like Stephen has. It's beautiful. Yeah, you told me about that one time before, Gladys. Oh, your son is 27 today. I was 27 when I moved to Texas. Gotta keep my cough drops handy. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Vegas got flooded too. I watched some of the film they showed where that big festival thing they had going on, where they got flooded out and it was so muddy, in places that you couldn't even move your vehicle. Took them a while, several days, to get people out of that area where they had set up camp and everything for that big festival that was going on. I don't know. Is it common in Vegas to get, yeah, Burning Man is what it was. I couldn't think of the name of it. I didn't know that it was common in Vegas for it to flood. Especially out there where they had that Burning Man festival thing going on. That's out basically in the desert where there's no water. You were 23 and expected your first child when you moved to Midland, Texas. Yeah, I never heard of it till I caught it on the news. And then I started watching videos of the how it got flooded, and some people just stayed like it was no big deal. And others just kind of hunkered down till, kind of ride out the storm, so to speak. Because I still haven't cleared up, Gladys. I don't think the doctor gave me the same kind of shot that he gave me the other time. Because usually when I go in there and he gives me a shot, my allergies clear right up. I don't have any problem. And this time, it's taken days for it to clear my chest, and my chest is still not clear. I'm still coughing because I got rattling going on in here. I need to get back up to my allergy doctor in Fort Worth. But I felt so bad with allergies the day I went in to see him that I was afraid to try to drive all the way to Fort Worth taking Benadryl and stuff. Because, Benadryl makes you sleepy. It kind of impairs you a little bit. So I didn't want to try driving up there. And he changed my nasal spray to something else. I don't know. And I thought that what I had in the beginning was the best. This is what I'd been taking, nasal spray. And when I went in to get my shot, he didn't even tell me he was giving me this. The drugstore called me and told me my prescription was ready. And I said, prescription? I didn't know I had one. But he had changed it to this stuff. And I looked it up on the internet, and I asked on the internet which one was better, and they said this one. The first one he gave me was better. So I don't know why he gave me this one. It's a good thing my insurance pays for it, because that was $170 for that stuff. And I don't know how much the shot was, but he gave me a different kind of shot. It started with an M, but I can't say the name. I don't remember how to pronounce it. But I remember it started with an M. And he told me, he said, well, now, it may only last a couple of days. I said, well, the shot you usually give me, you give me a shot, and then I'm fixed for the next season, you know, till it gets real bad again. So I don't think he gave me the same kind of shot, and I don't understand why. I just wish my allergy doctor was here in Granbury. Because when your allergies get so bad, you start taking Benadryl. In fact, mine is extra strength Benadryl. And that stuff will knock you out in a heartbeat. So I didn't want to have to drive to Fort Worth taking it. Which one is the one you use? The first one I showed, or the one he gave me now? Is this the one you use, Michelle? Or is it this one? Oh, this one? Well, they both seem to work to clear up my sinuses and everything, but it doesn't seem to, you know, affect my chest at all. And a few years ago, he gave me an inhaler, and I had never used an inhaler before, and my allergies were real bad, so I took a couple of puffs off of it. And the minute I inhaled that stuff, my chest was on fire. It burnt. Oh my God, my lungs, everything down in there just burnt so bad. I just like this, you know. And I told the doctor how it burnt like that, and he never gave me any more of it. And I was talking to a friend of mine that has an inhaler, and she said, well, it burnt the first time you used it because that's how bad you needed it. And I said, well, you would have thought the doctor knew that, and he would have said something instead of just not giving it to me again. But he never renewed the subscription for it, so I don't have it. Yep, the new one is in the brown bottle. This one. And this one is the old one. But I looked on the internet, and they say this one, this first one, the old one, is better than this. So I don't know. And they say you can use them together, so. But like I said, I don't understand why he gave me a different shot. Hot outside, April. Yeah, it's hot out here too. It's only 92 degrees, but still it's hot. Miss Linda, do you know how to make chocolate gravy? I know how to make gravy. I don't know if it's chocolate gravy or not. I've never actually made what you call chocolate gravy. I've made a brown gravy with my meat. Yeah, Gladys, I'll watch you making pancakes tonight. Yeah, I've never made chocolate gravy. I've never seen chocolate gravy. So do you actually put chocolate in it? Who in here has made chocolate gravy before? If you've ever made it, tell me how to make it. I'd like to know. Nobody's hit the thumbs up today, guys and girls. I've got 39 people in here and no one's hit the thumbs up. What's up with that? Is it just chocolate syrup? Is that what it is? Christopher, hello. Yeah, nobody's hit the thumbs up. What's up? It's not showing that anybody hit thumbs up. You have to sign in. I mean, you've got to sign in to even chat. So I don't know. But I so zero. No one's hit thumbs up. That's weird because it's not showing up here. Well, I take it back. Up here on my camera, it's showing that 22 hit the thumbs up. Out of 37 that are watching, 22 hit a thumbs up. I think Gladys was joking. Yeah, I show 38 now. 38 in chat and 22 hit a thumbs up. Coffee time. The gamer played good shorts. Can you wish me a happy birthday? Happy birthday! The gamer played good shorts. Whoever you are. How old are you today? Yeah, I've got eye drops. The doctor gave me a prescription for a Pataday eye drops. And then right after I started using them, they put them on the counter. You didn't have to have a prescription for them anymore. So my insurance wouldn't pay for them. And I was in Brookshire's one day at their pharmacy looking for Pataday drops, and I didn't see any. So I asked the druggist, I said, which drops out here are equal to Pataday? Like, I use Pataday, but you don't have any. So I said, is there any out here on the counter that are equal to Pataday? And he said, yeah, these are. So I started getting these. And they work as good as Pataday. And I think they're a couple of dollars cheaper too. Because I have lenses in my eyes. I had cataract surgery. And I'm just a tad allergic to the lenses that they put in, so it causes my eyes to fill with like matter and different stuff. And I use the eye drops to keep them cleared. Because I went to my allergy doctor and I made him test me for the ingredients they put in the lenses before I'd ever let him do surgery. He said, you are just slightly, it's just like a slight irritation to what's in the lenses. But he said that versus being blind, what's your option? So I said, well, I'd rather see. So I went in and got the I got the surgery. And I just use the drops in my eyes every day to keep them cleared. Christopher King Pig, pancakes or chicken nuggets? I don't know. Chicken nuggets sounds good, but I like pancakes too. Yeah. Well, like I said, I found that this Zaditor is equal to Pataday. It probably does about the same thing. I don't really see a big difference in it. I would be buying the Pataday, but it is a little bit more expensive. Chicken nuggets dipped in honeys. That sounds good. Yummy. Because usually when I get chicken nuggets, I get the honey mustard sauce. Well, I did say happy birthday to all the people in chat. If it's your birthday, happy birthday many times over. I'm not good at singing happy birthday. Y'all have to sing with me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear whoever. Happy birthday to you. And many more. So there was my strained happy birthday with my irritated chest. Christopher says, come on, sing me, please. I just did sing happy birthday. A for effort, yeah. 15 today. Well, good for you. Yeah, I don't have any idea how they make chocolate gravy. Only thing I know even close to that would be just chocolate syrup. Sing Ed Sheeran song. I don't even know if I know an Ed Sheeran song. Fondue sounds good. I got some strawberries. I could dip my strawberries in chocolate fondue. Yeah, I'm kind of country. I recorded that song, the fishing song, but I changed the word in it. I don't say him. Well, I don't say her. I say him. Judy Kirk said she bought moonflower seeds from eBay the other day. Just hope they can grow. Well, I've got, like I said, that video that I did thinking I was transplanting sunflowers. I honestly think they were moonflowers. I think they were stray moonflower seeds that got out of the pot over on the ground. And when it rained these last two times we had a good rain, those seeds germinated and came up. And I'm going to have to get those moonflowers out of those pots that I planted them in because they'll take over the pot. Well, I kind of like the fishing song. It's kind of neat. I had fun singing it. Oh, isn't that awful? $800 for a spot to park for parking place for Burning Man Festival. Woo, that's quite a bit of money, yeah. Someone reported you. What are you talking about, Christopher? Why would somebody report me? I'm curious, Christopher. What are you talking about? Somebody reported me. I don't know. He just come on and said somebody reported you, and I guess I assume he was talking about me. Truth or dare? I think he's just joking around. Truth or dare now? Mr. Gene, hello. Welcome to chat. Are you the hacker, Christopher? I think you're just playing a game, Christopher. Truth or dare. I hope they didn't. I hope it's a dare. Alabama has chocolate gravy. I don't know if they don't start behaving themselves, they're going to be gone. I don't like putting up truth and dare and saying somebody reported me and all this kind of stuff in my chat. So, guys, you need to knock it out or you'll be gone. You'll be kicked out. Yeah, I can kick them out. What has 5 legs and 4 arms? I don't know. White gravy with cocoa powder sugar. Yeah, I'm afraid to ask too. You can stay, Christopher, but behave. We don't want no craziness going on in my chat. Not that I'm aware of. I guess if you're old enough to be on YouTube and have your own channel, you're old enough to be in chats. I know they do have a age limit to be on, to have your own channel or to even be on a video. A man came and tapped randomly. Alabama has white barbecue sauce with mayo. Never heard of white barbecue sauce. It's thicker. Watch Numberjacks. I've never heard of Numberjacks. That's good stuff, Boulder City. I got some the older days. I might just see what it is. I've never heard of Numberjacks before. Watermelon sounds good. I didn't even know they made a white barbecue sauce, Mardell. Someone help you? What do you need help with, Christopher? Now? They have recipes on YouTube for Alabama sauce. Yeah, I would think that chocolate gravy would be a gravy to put on a dessert because it sounds like just a chocolate syrup of some kind. Huh. I'm going to have to check into chocolate gravy and the white gravy. I guess it's made with white chocolate. It's vinegar based and tangy. Huh. That 100% you will get something bad. You talking about on Numberjacks, Christopher? What did Christopher say that he retracted? I missed that. I just put him in timeout. So, Christopher, you're in timeout if you're listening. Slim, I mean, you're wanting Gladys. I'm getting it backwards. Gladys, you're wanting Slim to cook dinner for you. You say you're getting hungry. I've heard of red eye gravy before, but not red eye coffee gravy. Okay, I got time for another question to win seeds. Um, in the video, voluntary sunflowers need to be transplanted was the name of it. What color was my shirt? Can anybody tell me what color my shirt was? Yellow. Yeah, it was yellow. April flowers. More of a gold, but I'll take yellow. That was close enough. It wasn't green or blue. So, April, I got your address. So, that's 3 people: Annie Watson, Boulder City, and April Flowers that'll be getting seeds. Did you not ever get moonflowers, April? I know I sent out. Yeah, you won the ring before. We'll see what I can do. Oh, man. You're still wearing it? It's a pretty ring. I've got one still just like it, and I like it. I mean, it's a nice ring. It takes them a while to germinate. You have to keep them, the ground really damp where you plant them. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that those were moonflowers that came up in the yard that I'm mistaken for sunflower seeds because they look so similar when they're small like that. But I really think they were moonflowers that I pulled up and transplanted, not sunflowers. So by next summer, I should have all the moonflowers I need to put in back in the rock garden if we get any rain at all. Yeah, they should live all year round in Hawaii, I would think. Here they go away in cold weather and they come back the next year. April says I'm tropical. I'm growing some. Yeah, I've got moonflowers in pots on my patio. Yeah, I'm okay. I just wish I could get rid of this cough. Like I said, that doctor did not give me the same shot that he always gave me before. He gave me something else because the shot he normally gives me would clear it up right away. And this has left me with a cough. It's not clearing it up. So I don't know what he's trying to pull. Maybe to get me to come in and so he can make more money off of me or something. I don't know. I'm still liable to break down and make an appointment with my allergy doctor in Fort Worth and see if I can get in there to see him. Yes, ma'am. April is in Hawaii. No, I don't think I have, but I've got some stuff that grows on a smaller vine that's kind of purple, and they're beautiful. And they grow everywhere out here. Ginger candy will smooth. Well, believe it or not, One of my subscribers sent me this. I didn't even know they made such a thing as ginger beer. It's non-alcoholic though. It's not an alcohol beer. Sparkling non-alcoholic ginger beer. They sent me a 6-pack of this stuff. And I put some in my deal right here. And I don't know how to say it is. It's different. It does have a hot, strong bite to it, that's for sure. I'll tell you what, you don't want to down a lot of it real fast, that's for sure. You think this will cure me, the ginger beer? I've been sipping on it every once in a while. I just can't swallow a lot of it at one time. It'll almost take your breath. Yeah, it's non-alcoholic. It says so on the label. That will cure you, Linda. And she said, I did until you said it was non-alcoholic. You mean if it was alcohol beer, it would cure me? Beer that kicks you in a different sort of way. Ginger is also good in cinnamon. Want to get rid of the rattle out of your body? A steaming bowl of hot water in a towel, inhale the steam, should help. Exfoliate. Ginger and cinnamon and hot water, is that what you're talking about? Drink your honey and lemon. I don't drink either. I wouldn't drink alcohol, but I tried this because it's non-alcohol. Colorado Kool-Aid. Fresh ginger root boiled and used in diluted tea. Or used as a diluted tea. I have to try that. Ginger tea. Make ginger tea with the ginger root. Huh. No, try a steam bowl with a towel over your head. Inhale the steam through your mouth. Boil ginger root and add lemon. It's good. Huh, I might try that. I've got ginger. Be careful what he is trying to get you involved in. Huh. What are y'all talking about? Radar got in trouble again, Miss Linda. Who is Radar? Yeah, I was counting on getting that shot and just feeling good for a change, but that shot he gave me is not working like it should. But I know he didn't give me the same shot. It was some other kind of shot he gave me. And I looked up the different shots on the internet that starts with M. And the one I think he gave me was one that was good for clearing up irritation and inflammation in my chest. But I don't think it was so good for getting rid of the allergy part. Please don't say crazy things to Linda. Who are you talking about, Jerry? Jerry Malloy? Radar got in trouble again, Miss Linda. I don't know what you're talking about. Yep, Halloween is coming. This is October. I don't think we got anybody in here by the name of Radar. R-A-D-A-R. Scary people home. Yeah. I know, it's flown by. It has with me. Yeah, I always stay home. I don't it don't have to be Halloween for scary people to be out there. Miss Linda, you need to polish up your boots and practice blocking. Are you talking about the comments Boulder City's making now, or what? I don't think I've seen all of them. Your daughter's birthday is on Halloween, Living Life Loving? My granddaughter's birthday, she was born on Friday the 13th, believe it or not. And my son used to always love the Friday the 13th movies and all that kind of stuff, the scary, gruely movies that back then. And I told him, I said, Chad, she had to be born on Friday the 13th. I mean, it's not Friday every year on her birthday, but it was Friday the day she was born, and it was the 13th. Lizabella, hello. Well, hello, Lizabella. I don't think I've seen you in chat before. Well, I'm glad you made it too, PJ. You have a good evening. Witch Pro. Who is Witch Pro? I haven't seen Witch Pro in here before. We got some really odd names coming into chat. My name is Elliot. I love Halloween. How old are you, Elliot? They might say how old they are, but that doesn't mean that's really how old they are. Is there someone in here named Radar? I haven't seen them. Or is that just you saying, my girlfriend is Hannah? She's cute. What? You were born the day before Mother's Day, and 2 days later, my biological mother gave me to a neighbor. So, were you adopted by your neighbor? Is that what you're saying? Living life loving. Boulder City says, I've always seen them on the side of the road, but not in yards. I'm going to get some. They're all over the place. Okay, April. Don't work too hard. Radar is your oversized tomcat, Jerry. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Liking and be happy with your doc is a big part of healing, trusting and confident in your doc. Oh wow. Did you get to know your real mother growing up, or you just know your adopted parents? So you were basically given up and adopted in the same day, right? Living life loving. And Susan Proctor says, I was adopted as a newborn. I don't know if Connie Jones wants to be a mod. She's not mentioned it. Oh my goodness, you've got 9 older siblings and you'll never see them. You don't know who they are. Or maybe later on in life, well, I don't know how old you are now, living life loving. There's strange things that have happened in the world. People have been apart for many, many years, never knowing the other one existed, and all of a sudden they meet up and find out that they're brother and sister, or they're brothers, or, they find their parents, or you just never know. It'd be nice if you at least knew who your siblings were, your brothers and sisters. Radar is your big tomcat. He's something else. I bet he is. The neighbors never told the courts. That is why the court took me away. The neighbors never told who your parents were? Is that what you're saying? The last I heard from my brother, his wife was trying to wake up, but wasn't never did wake up completely. See if I've got any news from him. Let me send him a message and see how's. I just sent him a message. Maybe he'll answer me. He's been staying at the hospital with her, I know, probably most of the time. Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Radar. Radar, or I'm not sure I pronounced that correctly. So your mom left you with the neighbors, and the neighbors turned you over to the courts. And I guess that she never told the court who your parents were. So there's no record of who your parents are. Hmm. Well, yeah, it sounds like it might have been a bad situation, and you're probably better off that you were adopted. But I'm wondering about your 9 older siblings. Wonder what happened to them. Yeah, I know you said Radar was a cat. He got in trouble today. Well, cats do get into stuff. How old is who, Lizbella? Has the chat stopped or? Because oh, I see. The neighbors weren't given the opportunity to adopt you. You solid gray. Hello. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but it's like bedazzled. Hello, bedazzled. Welcome to chat. Is Slim still in here, or is she doing her video? But you know, that's a sad situation that she was adopted like that. But it worked out good, and maybe it was the best thing to do. Maybe your mom realized it was the best thing to do to leave you with someone else and have you adopted. You never know. She may have loved you enough to want you out of the situation in a better home. Well, you have a good rest of your day too, bedazzled. Well, I know she said she had a video she was going to do of her dinner tonight, so I didn't know if she left the chat to go do that or not. And finally, there's Bloomin'. How's Bloomin' today? Well, that's good. I went in and got my shot, but I'm still coughing. I don't think he gave me the same shot that he always gave me before, because usually it clears my allergies right up right away. But I'm still coughing my head off. I know I looked the shot up online, and it said that it was good for clearing up like inflammation and soreness and all this that's going on in your chest from allergies. And it has helped that some, but I still have a cough. Well, thank you, Lizbella. Lizabella. He got in trouble again. What's he doing now, Jerry? What's Radar doing? Holiday says, Jerry, I have a fish named Bubbles and 3 we call convicts. I had a whole aquarium tank full of fish in North Carolina before we come to Texas, but I got rid of them when I came out here. Never had any more fish since I've lived here. Well, that's good to know, living life loving, that you ended up with a loving family. The moonflowers are all over Boulder City. You have moonflowers at your place? Well, I'm glad you're feeling good too, Blooming. Your cat was on the neighbor's horse's back? Well, I guess he was going to go for a horse ride. Yeah, I noticed I wasn't getting notifications for some people's lives and stuff, and when I went back in, I noticed that I did not hit all notifications. You can hit notify, but if you don't hit all notifications, you won't get notified of all the videos or all the lives. I said I thought I saw little Buddy ride by on a little horse and he had on a cowboy hat, a cowboy outfit. That would be funny. Yeah, he said Radar is his cat, but he was talking about little Buddy right now. He said I saw little Buddy ride by on a little horse and he had on a cowboy outfit. Bobo raised Radar. Hi, Peter. How are you? Mine is a single plant, but I read it grows like a vine, but mine don't grow like a vine. Mine just grows like a single plant. Well, that's the way it does in this climate. Well, living life loving, I'm so happy you joined our chat. You have a blessed evening. Stay safe. And we all love you. We'll see you on the next one. For 3 hours? Well, I went live at 3 o'clock, so it's been 2 hours, I think. Because it was 3 p.m. when I went live. So it's been 2 hours. The single plant is actually a species of Datura, not related to the moonflower vine. Yeah, I've looked it up, and a lot of it says that it grows like a vine. And mine may be a vine, but in this climate in Texas, it grows like a bush more so. I have not seen it vine out. Oh, Gladys, your son treated you to pizza. Good deal. I've got a package here today, and it's odd you should say something because it didn't have a name or anything in it to let me know who it came from. It's a show you the picture of it. It's a tomato cage that you can put a bird at the top of it. I haven't put it together yet because I just got it today. Oh, Bloomin' sent it. Okay, well, thank you, Bloomin'. I was wondering who sent that because nobody had let me know that they were sending anything, so I didn't have any idea who sent it. Well, I'm kind of glad mine grows more like a bush because I didn't want it to vine out and grow everywhere. Yeah, I don't think I saw a message. I saw a paper. Yeah, the only paper that is here is the instruction sheet that I ripped when I got it out of the package to see what it was. But there's nothing else in it to let me know who it was that sent it. But since you're getting in here late, Bloomin', I'll tell you, I got these candles back here. I just turned them off behind me. There's 3 pots of mums, 2 yellow and 1 burgundy. And then I've got 2 remote control battery operated candles that are here that I just turned on back there. Isn't that neat? Remote control battery operated candles. And then I got a humidifier in the mail. And I no sooner got all that brought in the house, and later on I stepped out the back, and the package with the tomato cage was sitting on my back patio. So I brought that in and was trying to figure out who sent it. So it was like Christmas for me today. Got all kinds of things. But the mums and the candles and the humidifier and all that's from someone that doesn't want to be known. It's a mystery subscriber, put it that way. I know who it is, but they don't want me to tell on the video who it was, so. Well, I said that's kind of neat when I'm allergic to most of the candle scents, you know, because usually if I burn a candle, it's going to be one that does not have any scent to it at all. It's just the plain white candle. So I said I can burn these candles and not worry about smelling them. Well, TMC Videos, hello, welcome. Yeah, I don't know when I'll get it together because I'm not planting tomatoes right now. You know, this is not the time of year I want to put a tomato plant out. And that's what would I'd be planting in that. But yeah, I'll show it when I get it put together. I started to try to put it together while I was on live, but I decided not to. I said I might not get it together. Bobo Raised Radar. TMC Videos I have subscribed and liked. Well, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, TMC. Well, thank you, Bloomin'. Bloomin', we have some non-essential people. I like the, where is it? The bird that goes on the top of the tomato cage. Because it looks like a bird cage, and then they sent a bird that you can actually put him on top of the cage. So it looks like it might be his bird cage. I thought that was cute. When I first saw it and I glanced at the picture, I didn't realize it was like the tomato cage or the trellis. And I said, this is some kind of a bird cage. And then I realized, no, it's a bird cage that looks, or it's a tomato trellis that looks like a birdhouse. Paint him yellow. Oh, man. Yeah, here lately I've got people coming to the front door, got them coming to the back door, and don't even know they're there, and I open my door and I got a package sitting there. No, it's black. All the parts to the cage are black. Everything that they send in the box. And they even sent this that could be put on the top of it. So I guess you can put the bird on it or that. But I'd rather have the bird. I put the bird on it. I don't know if you can put more than one thing on it or not. I'll have to wait and see when it's all together. Yeah, it says you can put either one of them on there. Garden trellis. But I appreciate it, Bloomin'. I'll make good use of that because I will plant a tomato in it. Oh, man. But the whole cage was supposed to be white. Well, it's okay. The black's all right. You have a vine type moonflower along the road where you're at, Boulder City. Nice earring. Oh, me? There's actually 3 right there. I have 3 piercings in each ear. Well, that is a trellis, and it looks neat because it's a bird cage. Ooh, I can't quit yawning, y'all. Well, thank you. I never take them out. I mean, every once in a while I'll take them out and put them in jewelry cleaner, put them back in, but most of the time they're in my ears. Record my giggle. Yeah, if I could record my giggle, I might be a millionaire. I might make millions off of my giggle, huh? I did 2 of the piercings myself, and a friend of mine did the other one. I think my friend did the first piercing I had on each ear. She did it with ice cubes and a needle. And then I did the other 2. I did one with what they call a sleeper. It's a gold ring with a point on the end of it. It's real sharp, and it gradually works its way through your ear. And then the third one I did with just a needle and an ice cube. I mentioned it a while ago, Gladys, but Connie didn't make any reply, so I don't know if she heard me or not. You had earrings going all the way up your ear. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that. And my granddaughter has a lot of piercings up her ear, too. But I said 3's enough for me. Whew. I remember when I was young living in New York, and all the little babies up there, especially the Italian people, all the little babies had pierced ears, and I thought it was so cute. But I never got my first piercing till, oh God, I was about 27 years old, I guess, when we came out to Texas is when I got my first one. I don't think I want one over my right eye or on my lips or my nose or my tongue or any other parts, but no, I didn't. I didn't take a nap, and that's one reason I'm tired, because I didn't sleep last night. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning because I couldn't sleep. I was up all night long. I went to bed, but just could not sleep. And then I got up. I did fall asleep for about an hour this morning. And then I woke up about 9 o'clock, got up, and I was just up for a little bit when I heard a knock at the door. And when I opened the door, that's when my flowers and some of this other stuff was out here. And I no sooner got all that stuff in, and I didn't hear anybody at the back door. But later I went on the back patio. For some reason, I opened the door, and there was the box for the trellis on the back patio on the table out there. So I said, well, Santa Claus come to see me today. You got the trays done, but now I have to eat. I have low blood sugar. Well, you go right ahead and eat, Susan. Yeah, when you're up all night, you only get about an hour's sleep first thing in the morning, about 8 o'clock. It makes you tired all day. I am, but can't type. Well, that's okay. You can just listen. I might take a nap right after my live is over. I don't know. It's getting so close to evening time that I don't know if I should take a nap or not. But you know, at my age, I've got to the place where if I can take a nap any time of the day or night, I'm going to take a nap. Because it might be the only sleep I get. You know, I think the ginger in this little bit of beer that I've been sipping in my cup, I think it's actually helping. I just take a little bit along, and it seemed like it's been helping some. Yeah. Well, my reason for not sleeping is a long story, and it's bad because you never know when you're going to sleep and when you're not going to sleep. I mean, like I might have planned to go somewhere the next morning early, and then I'm up all night, can't sleep. And then you're supposed to go somewhere, drive somewhere for a few hours, and you don't feel like going. I did take a Benadryl about 4 o'clock this morning, an extra strength Benadryl. Yeah, all the Benadryl I had gotten before was just regular Benadryl. This time, my chest was so bad, I got extra strength Benadryl. And it'll just about knock you out as soon as it starts working on you. That's why I didn't want to try to drive to Fort Worth to go to my allergy doctor up there, because I didn't want to drive that far, because I know I'd been taking that Benadryl. And I didn't want to take the chance of getting in a wreck or something. New York, it's 5:28 here, 5:29. Oh, TMC said it's 6:29 a.m. where they're at, 6:28 p.m. in New York where Mardell is, and it's 5:29 here in Texas where I'm at. It's 3:30 in Vegas. That's what I thought was so neat, the times I went to Vegas with my daughter and her husband, that of the time change. We lost 2 hours going, and then we gained 2 hours coming back. TMC says I'm in Western Australia. Wow. So you're almost 12 hours difference than us. So your October 1st is just starting, and ours is kind of getting close to being over. Yeah, I've always thought it was amazing how different parts of the world are the different times. You know, growing up with a kid, you don't ever stop to think about that. You just think, well, it's 3 o'clock here. It's 3 o'clock everywhere. You don't stop to think, well, no, it's not, you know. Like, and even in different states, it's a different time. Different countries, it's hours off, you know. Oh, it's October 2nd for you already. Okay. And it's October 1st for us. We have to wait till midnight, after midnight, and then it'll be October 2nd, which isn't too far off. 5 more hours. 7 hours. How neat. Australia's 12 hours ahead of us, and it's already October 2nd there. Yeah, living in the future. Do you live in Agua? I'm a Halloween kitten, Baku Sakurua. I can't pronounce these names. No, you live in Karnup. And I'd have to look at a map because I don't have any idea where that is. I don't know anything about Australia. Yeah, they get to experience the new year a whole day before we do, almost half a day. They're already in the new year and we haven't even got there yet. Singleton. It's interesting. And how in some places it's already nighttime, it's dark, and here it's still daylight. 6:40 in Connecticut. Volgograde? No, I don't. I don't even know what you're talking about. Koalas and kangaroos in Australia. 6176. I don't know what that is. I know 6176. What is 6176? Y'all fill me in. It's sunny and 91 degrees here in Texas where I'm at right now. Yeah, you know, I've often wondered how that would be, Mardell. Being in Alaska where there's so many months where it's dark 24 hours a day, or daylight 24 hours a day. I mean, that would take getting used to. I mean, you go there when it's daylight, the 6 months it's daylight with no night, you would never want to go to bed because you're used to waiting to go to bed until it's dark outside. And if it doesn't get dark outside, you feel like you're not supposed to go to bed. Yeah, like I said, for some reason my clematis is my clematis is a vine, and I've got several different colors of it. I've got a red, I've got a blue, a white, a pink, purple. But they didn't do good this summer because of this extreme heat we've had. They tried to grow and bloom, but then it got so hot that they just kind of died down. But they'll come back. Oh, 6176 is an area code. Do you know Russia? No, I don't. I had an uncle that was from Russia that married my dad's sister, Pete. I think that's where he was from, Russia, Pete Mahelko. I think he was from Russia. No, I don't know Russia. I don't know Russian. I don't think I could handle that change. 6 months of daylight and 6 months of nighttime. Isn't there some time of the year that it gets day and night? Or is it always either just day or night, not both? Well, guys, I'm loving the chat. We still got 31 in here. But we've been on for 2.5 hours already. I think it's probably about time to call it a night with my live. Yeah, there's always one in every crowd. Well, I've put a couple in timeout today already. I'm not going to block them, but I will put them in timeout. And they stay away long enough. If they come back, if they don't behave themselves, then they'll be blocked for good. I know, but it shows up as a person watching. And unless they do something pretty bad, I don't want to block them and I don't want to put them in timeout. But if they start getting annoying and disrespectful and that type of thing, then yeah, I'm going to block them or at least put them in timeout. Yeah, we've been on here for 2 hours and 40 minutes right now. So I think I'm going to end my live as much as I enjoy talking with y'all. And I think I'm just going to lay my head down. And if I can take a nap, I will. And if not, then I won't, I guess. But at least I'm just going to lay there and rest a bit. Maybe I'll get some good sleep tonight. I hope. Because getting 1 hour sleep all night long, and that wasn't until this morning, is not going to cut it with me. And I like to feel good when I'm on my lives. I don't want to be down and out and tired and all that, because then I feel like what I'm feeling kind of brushes off and gets on to all my people in chat, and I don't want that. I want to be uplifting and make people feel good. I don't want them to, bring them down, so to speak. So we'll talk to all of you later. Please tell everybody to like, share, subscribe to my videos, and I will see you on my next one. Bye. Love y'all.